The name of our show is Pura Vida, and we made this at the Julia and David White Artist Colony in Costa Rica, where we spent the time from March 9th to March 20th, right as the pandemic was unfolding in New York. This is the work that we produced. In contrast to the tension we were feeling about getting back and what was going to happen and all the uncertainty, we were ensconced in this beautiful, serene place with a swimming pool and a hike through the rainforest that we could take every day in between our time working in our studios. It truly was Pura Vida.
My name's Sarah Edkins, and behind me, you can see some pieces that I did when I got to go to this lovely colony. Over here is a picture I did based on a photo I snapped of my husband, Fred Bendheim, working away, creating some new pieces with all the palm trees in the background, and I love the contrast between the two. These pieces behind me are based on my prowling around the colony and seeing these all these beautiful forms. This place is such a step away from the regular grit and concrete of New York City, so it's just a lovely chance to have a totally freeing experience and to respond to it visually.
This work behind me is cut paper, and mostly I do abstract work, but you can see elements of nature that have creeped into it, some of it influenced by the setting in Costa Rica. Here's a butterfly in this one, and some flower shapes, for instance. The Julia and David White Artist Colony was founded in, I believe it was 1998, by a psychologist from Los Angeles named Dr. William White, and he founded it as a artist's retreat in memory of his children who both died young, and named after them.
The energy and the amount of work that came out of our time down there. The place is just so beautiful, and the symphony of crickets in the morning when you first wake up. What is that noise I'm hearing? And then you have your coffee and you stand on the porch and you see all the trees and the leaves around you, and you think, oh, it is time to go into the rainforest. I wound up having two ends, from very abstract to really quite realistic. And it's wonderful to be in a space that you can reach out that way and stretch comfortably.
So this is my work, completely inspired by the vegetation and the lushness of the environment that we were in. One thing we learned while we were there, that the property by the locals is called the Snake Farm, Finca Los Culebras. And they call it that to keep people away. But if you need to get a taxi ride home, you just tell them Finca Los Culebras and they know where to go. But before I left, someone gave me this snake, and when I discovered that this was the name, I incorporated it into my work. So this piece is a larger piece called Finca Los Culebras, and all of the pieces that you see are things that I picked up along the way, all the natural material in my walks. And the same is true for my giant leaf. The idea of that moment of appreciating the nature, the leaf, and also the symbol of the cycle of life. So they're already were drying out instantly. The cycle seemed to be happening before our eyes.
In this time of so much disconnect, to put all this work together really wove us together back. It wove us back to this amazing situation. And it's very exciting to see that thread that runs through all of our work and our experience down in Costa Rica.